Let's take back London.
Cześć, witam cię bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z Watch Dogs Legion. Zostaw kciuka, subskrypcję, dzwoneczek, a my przechodzimy do zrestartowania kolejnego serwera. Jeden już zrestartowaliśmy w poprzednim odcinku. Zostały nam jeszcze dwa, właściwie już teraz jeden.
Can you do something about this drone? It can't seem to take a fucking hint.
Dobra, stąd będę miał widok na wszystkie trzy lokacje.
Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bond were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I try to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable I'm motion sick.
Okej.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for two SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SIRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Teraz tam się musi pokazać.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough! You can't do this! You mustn't do this! I won't allow it!
Goście, zostało 6%. Wiesz, że naprawdę mnie powstrzymasz?
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Nice work, Bagley. Now let's get this piece of shit.
With pleasure.
Okej. Podłączmy się. Właściwie jego.
I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Yes, do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh, no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
Przecież ja sobie go dostarczę do kryjówki. Tak o.
Come on, we don't need this right now.
What do we do now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And what about Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Oh, great! Let's just send that car hurtling into a brick wall or some kind of car-crushing machine.
Believe me, I'd love to, but he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
To ile on zapierdala?
Malik,
Nie no, to jest dalej ten quest chyba.
has been secured at the safe house.
All right.
No,
Now that we
mówiłem,
have
że
him,
do
we should
kryjówki
talk
go
to him,
zawiedzie.
find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Wiem, że do kryjówki go zawiedziemy. 100% to musiało się zdarzyć. W sumie dałem chyba 110 zł za tą gierkę, albo 89, ale z dodatkiem, bo mam też Season Passa. W sumie nie jest tak źle. Nawet spoko się gra. Aczkolwiek uważam, że jedynka i dwójka było o
I
wiele,
know
wiele
you were
lepsze.
behind the embassy bombing, and also the others. So just say it.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
No. You knew about Zero Day before you came to us.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Whether or not you are Zero Day, you're still a fucking asshole. Get comfortable, Malik.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you've created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. We won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
Rozdział ukończony, więc trzeba zacząć jakieś nowe misje główne. Nieproszeni
I've been monitoring the drone network.
aukcjonerzy.
Mary Kelly has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, Scaling Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
Ciekawe, bo ten dron akurat nad nami przelatuje, nie? Nad kryjówką. Pytanie, gdzie będzie, jak się wczytam. Kurwa, gdzie ten dron jest?
Seems your mate took quite a bashing and has wound up in hospital. They won't be available for some time. If you're feeling clever, you might consider recruiting a paramedic to the team. It's a brilliant way to shorten that hospital stay and get your teammate back online.
Dobra, zebrane zaproszenie. Bez
Well,
problemu.
that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
Nie ma z problemu.
So
Łam.
Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Spoko, damy
Can't be
radę.
too careful at the baths, team.
O kurwa, jak daleko. Zaraz sobie dokończysz historyjkę, tylko się przeteleportuję. Bo i tak muszę dojechać. Dość spory kawałek. Furę lubiony, mam ochotę zajebać, nie?
SIRS Counter-Terror Director Malik personally oversaw an investigation that uncovered the true identities of every operative in DedSec's London cell.
Kurde, żeby tam koło metra nic nie stało. Żadne auto. Kawał trzeba iść. Chciałem już iść na lewo, nie?
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Show it. Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
Bloody fool.
What do we do now?
Don't just blunder in. Hack the building's CTOS hub and see what to expect once you're inside.
Good plan.
Dobra, damy jakoś radę podejść od innej strony. Aha. To jest na zewnątrz dostępne, spoko. Dostęp do kamer ochrony.
I'm inside.
Get all the names, places, dates, whatever information you can in there. We need to build this case. And find a way to free those people.
I will try to find out something.
Aye, no one's here yet. Good thing, too. The champagne's late. And you know how these French bastards like free blanc. Weaned off the teat with it. Yeah, products primed and ready for sale, no worries. Nah, she ain't.
Nie widzę kurwa żadnej kamery na ścianie. Ktoś widzi kamerę na ścianie?
She's the boss and all, but exactly. Always on eggshells when she's around. No, bound to be bloody too.
O, tutaj na dole. To niezła kamera na ścianie, nie? W innym pomieszczeniu.
Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now and slowly turn around. I don't want to do this, please. Get your
Czarna kanapa. Gość z łapką. Kamera. Coś wam to mówi?
The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats online.
No, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. Don't take me there, no! Shut the fuck up!
Shit!
Przewrócił kamerę, więc możemy iść dalej.
Chances are good the basement will be locked. Chances are equally good that one of these knobheads left their access code laying around somewhere.
Dawaj klucz dostępu.
Thanks for the cellar key, knobhead.
Fantastic.
Badaj piwnicę. O, okej. O kurwa. Pierdolnęło, no co mam ci powiedzieć. Dobra, nie ma co czekać. Pewno? Nie wydaje mi się. Trochę twoja krew jest na ścianach i upierdoliła też podłogę.
Rich people are drinking cocktails and buying slaves. Ugh, makes me want to vomit. That or kill them all.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Add decades with a new heart. Kidneys.
Well, there it is. The Golden Goose. Mary Kelly set up a fucking online marketplace for everything bad. Human traffic, black market organs, guns.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you were some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Oh, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on the way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
We need the website servers. Caitlin can pull the information she needs from there, and then we shut it down before it goes live.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuffle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
The guy upstairs who welcomed everyone seems to be running the show. Might save us some time.
Okej. Wracamy na górę. Do naszej windy. Pomarańczowe rury, możesz się po nich wspinać na wyżej położone miejsca. Siema gościuło.
I'm still here, you're not.
O, tu przyszła, nikt jej nie kazał. Nie tu. Tutaj. A, na górę muszę iść, tak. A, dobra. Czyli jednak tutaj. Ale nie muszą mnie widzieć. Mogę to zrobić robotem. Mogę to też pewnie robić kamerą. Tak myślę.
Good instincts. I've got coordinates for the Golden Goose servers, and as a bonus, the microchip control relay. Both are at Neogate.
That is good work, Bagley.
Dobra, i teraz możemy wyjść sobie tędy. Chciałbym zobaczyć jedną rzecz w danych. 65 tych mam pierdół. Szkoda, że nie można odznaczyć wszystkiego, tak jak to jest w Assassin's Creedzie, no ale cóż. Technologia. Za 40. No dobra, weźmy to.
DedSec, we need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's office. Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
I think we should break the servers and the microchip control thing before we do that. People go free, we get to fuck shit up. Everybody's happy.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose servers in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method.
Okej, misja wykonana. Dawaj robociku kolejną. Sieć kamer, dobra. O, mamy tutaj agentkę. No to się zmienimy na nią. I będziemy musieli się teleportować do jakiegoś metra.
Hello, hello. Someone else sloughed off work, and now it's your turn.
Excellent.
No dobra. Mamy tak, zamknięte wejście.
But they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
A ja muszę zhakować sieć kamer. Dobra. Tłumaczy sporo. Nie mam klucza, kurwa, dostępu. Nie mam klucza dostępu. Dobra, już mam. Dobra, gdzie ja teraz jestem? Dokąd ja tędy dojdę? Gdzie to jest? Nie ma opcji, żeby tam wlecieć, no. Żebym ja wiedział, gdzie mogę się tym dostać. No, to jest w ogóle po drugiej stronie budynku. Nie to. Moment, a czy ja mogę jakoś się stąd wydostać na zewnątrz? Szczerze to nie wiem, gdzie teraz się wbiłem. Czekajcie, bo się pogubię. Tu. Jestem tutaj, dobra. Okej. Kurwa jego mać. Jestem dość blisko, nie? Dobra. Ciach. Wow, dobra, udało się.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want it killing too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god. This is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately
Enough, Bagley.
34%
Can't
cases.
stand to look at this anymore.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring and the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Great.
Okej, ale zrobimy to już w kolejnym odcinku. Na teraz to tyle. Dzięki serdecznie za oglądanie, kciuka, subskrypcję, dzwoneczek i miłego popołudnia. Trzymaj się. Cześć.